got to go back through this because the people keep tagging us. Do photographers deserve a wedding meal?
Yes.
Thank you. This comes from, we did this story, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago about the person, and I'm going to clarify, but we'll call him a photographer for the moment. The photographer who deleted all of the wedding pictures because they were not paid.
The pet groomer, because they weren't paid fairly, but they accepted to pay. And during the wedding, they wanted to take a little break to get something to eat and something to drink, and they were told no. And guess what? The person said, you're not getting paid unless you keep shooting. And the person said, well, here. That person deleted all the photos in their face. And I just wonder how the fuck hard was she working for her to, for them to be like, no, you cannot stop. Like was she taking pictures every minute?
Look,
I need to know, like, how hard was you working, sis, for these photos?
Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Photographer, let me speak to my photographers first. We need to stop talking shit about this story, about the whole, I'm gonna be serious for a moment, then I'm gonna get these jokes off, just to give y'all heads up. But we have to stop talking shit about, I would have deleted them too. Hell yeah, you gonna feed me, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell y'all where we need to stop talking shit. This person was not a photographer. She
was the pet person.
Don't allow somebody to come up into your house, into your trap, and make a bad example of you, and then you sitting over there saying, yeah, I stand with them. This person was not a photographer. Actually, on the person's Reddit thing, because I was on their Reddit post today, rereading to make sure I didn't miss anything, even though I reposted it. And the person says, I am a dog groomer. I don't take pictures. The only pictures I ever take is before and after pictures of cutting dog hair and grooming dogs. So I say that to say, this person was not a photographer, so I do not stand by wedding photographer. Every time I get on these posts, I say, hey, y'all, just let you know, this ain't a wedding photographer. This is a dog groomer. Because I think that has to be stated. Key, I don't know what Key do. I don't even know. I think Key works in like sales or logistics. Loss prevention.
Neither.
She works in loss prevention.
Are you being serious? You need to know?
Nah, whatever you do. But
I'm an analyst.
Okay. If me as a photographer, I can't go around saying, yo, I analyze shit and then expect Key to be over there backing me up. That's a horrible example.
Better analyze them damn photos.
Exactly. But I say all this to say, if I am a makeup artist and I come up and I say, hey, I'm a photographer, and look, this person didn't treat me right as a makeup artist, so I just quit. And somebody goes, wait a second, you never did makeup before. You don't have a portfolio. Why the fuck was you doing makeup? Then that's the thing. So I'm looking at this, and I feel like as photographers have to specify every time we see the story, we have to comment. We have to say, yo, this was a dog groomer. Because as a photographer, that dog groomer ain't gonna allow me to say, hey, I was working at a grooming service and I fucked this dog up and I was treated bad.
Or I was the cashier at PetSmart.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all gonna be over here judging us. So I'm giving you the same energy. Now that we got that out the way, time to get these jokes off. To the bride and groom, I said this before, I will repeat, you got exactly what you deserved. You are clowns. Not only did you take the biggest day of your life
as a joke.
Thank you, Key. As a joke.
I ain't even care.
You did not care. Lets me know how long y'all gonna be married, by the way.
Hell, I could have took the photos then.
Absolutely. There's cheaper ways of doing this. You want to know a cheaper way? Go out there, get about 30 Kodak cameras, put them on everybody's table and say, take pictures of my wedding. And we'll just see what you guys come up with. There's cheaper ways. I actually had a client try to tell me that that's what they were going to do. I said, good luck. His wife and her jacked up sew-in hired me. And I wonder how they still doing. They might still be married. He was cheap.
Frugal.
No, he was cheap.
Okay.
He was cheap.
Frugal McDougal.
If you telling me that you want to have Kodak cameras around, you don't need me for most of the day because you're going to have Kodak cameras around,
And I told him, I said, cool, if you want to depend on that for the biggest day of your life, then sure, I understand.
Maybe he was putting together a collage.
He didn't put shit together after that. Because when he went home and told his wife, she said, hell nah. So, to the bride and groom, you got exactly what you want. For you to go to somebody and say, hey, I see you taking pictures of dogs. We up next. You are a fucking joke to me. Second of all.
Or maybe they thought they were dogs. Sorry.
There's a joke in there, but I'm going to let it ride.
Sorry.
No, it was a joke in there. But
I didn't mean to say that.
We don't want to get canceled. And I still got to tell you about the girl who said she was going to get me canceled this weekend. The second part. You paying somebody $250 for a 10-hour event. To me, as a photographer, hell no. But also, there's somebody right now who makes $10 an hour who's hearing, yo, you mean that they want me to take pictures for $25 an hour? I will have no problem with doing that. And let me tell y'all how they got to $250 for 10 hours. They probably asked her what she makes at work. She probably makes somewhere around $11 or $12 an hour. And they said, we'll double that. And you got to take pictures from this time to that time. That's how they got to $250. I don't care what nobody else says. That's usually how that shit happens. Third of all, let me tell you why the dog groomer don't need to be your wedding photographer. Besides this shit, because if I agree to something contractually, like if I agree to you, even if it's a handshake, even if it's a word, whatever, you got to stick that shit out. Lesson learned. You got to stick that shit out. It's fucked up, and I'm not mad at you for walking off because you wasn't a photographer to begin with, in my eyes. But let me tell you why you don't hire them. Because they don't know how to properly eat at a wedding. So to answer this question, shout out to Daryl. He asked this question. Should y'all deserve? Or it might have been Candace, or it might have been both of y'all. Shout out to y'all too. Shout out to Daryl and Candace.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Absolutely. We supposed to eat. Okay.
Everybody else eat.
Everybody else eats at the wedding. So what's supposed to happen is, as a wedding photographer, you know how to sneak in meals. You know how to sneak in hella breaks. Right? So for me, let's say I'm working an event from 1 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night. I'm breaking before I even get there. Like a nigga do. I'm breaking before I get there, right, Key? So then I'm going to come up, greet everybody. I'm going to take a few pictures. Then I'm going to tell you I got to go somewhere. I'm breaking in. On the way to the venue, I'm breaking in because I'm stopping somewhere to get something to eat right quick. I'm on my third break before we even get to the ceremony starting.
I'm about to find you.
Ceremony starts. I take your pictures, the after pictures, time for first dance. Everybody comes in. You know what I do? I make sure I speak to the coordinator. I make sure I speak to whoever's working the event. And I go up to them. Once the bride and groom goes and eats, the head party goes and eats, I hop in line. Or I go to them and say, hey, did y'all put a plate to the side? Or should I just hop in line? I let them know. Usually they go ahead and get in line. Or no, we'll make you a plate so you don't have to get in line so it don't look like a vendor is working. Why? Why do the photographer should be fed first? Because when it's time for the other shit like toast, the dancing to start, you don't want the photographer trying to go find something to eat.
Yeah, why didn't she eat when everybody else was eating?
Because she ain't no photographer. She don't know the game.
But my thing is, what the fuck was she doing? Taking pictures of people eating?
I don't know. Probably. So you have to figure that shit out. You got to know those things. And then also, when everybody's dancing, I'm on my 4th or 5th break at that time. Or I'm packing my shit up. If you ever hire me for your wedding, by the time I'm taking reception pictures for 30 minutes and I'm finding my way to the car. So that's what happens when you don't hire a photographer for your wedding. So everybody got what they deserve. This girl's getting the clout, or this guy. I think they're non-gender, whatever. There's no gender on the thing. Is it almost time to restart?
They. No, my ear was itching.
Oh, so it is what it is. So there. But yes, also I always put in my contract that I'm eating, or I let them know in a consultation, hey, I'm gonna eat. And I let them know how many people is in my party so they know how many plates to put it to the side. Because a lot of times places have to pay per plate. So I get it. Also, never tell your, this is sidebar, never tell whatever venue you're at that, hey, I have this many vendors. This is how many extra plates I need. Never do that. At least for the photographer on my team. The reason why, not everybody's coming to your wedding. Whenever you get married, you got to be prepared for 10% of the people not to show.
Facts.
So disrespectful.
The ones that RSVP'd, mother.
Oh, they will RSVP and not show. Mm-hmm. So, and I tell everybody that. Everybody thinks, oh, my friends and family are going to show up, and then they be pissed. Because 10% just don't. Key acting like y'all ain't going to hear that in the audio.
Sorry, I know. I realized as soon
Like, what the fuck?
Listen, if I was the pet groomer, I'm not asking, can I sit down and eat?
Oh, I got a question for you.
I am telling you. All right, cool. We got a little break right here. I'm about to go fix me a plate.
You don't even tell them. You get missing. How many?
My point is, it sounded like they had some type of interaction or conversation.
They did.
So instead of you asking, can I take a break or this, that, and the third?
What you do, Key?
Listen. All right, we got 20 minutes. I'm about to go grab me something to eat real quick. I'll hop right back in after that. Maybe take a little bathroom break.
No, Key, you can't eat.
Shitting me?
No, what you say back there? I'm the bride and groom.
Shitting me?
Oh, wow. She said it twice. Key, how many times have you been a server before? Right?
Okay.
How many times have you been working longer than 6 hours and then you got a break?
You don't get no break.
Exactly. So that's my point. It's hella servers who are out there, or past servers, or people that worked in F&B who are hearing this story and hearing somebody complain about not eating at
Food and beverage, sorry.
Absolutely.
Everybody don't know what that means, boy.
Well, they should. I believe everybody should have a serving job at least one time in their life.
Yeah, I used to work open to close. I used to do open to close shifts. That's when we open and when we motherfucking close.
And there's servers out there who are like, sis is complaining about working a 6 hour shift and not eating.
Oh, it was only 6 hours?
Yeah, she quit at the 6 hour mark. Or whoever. Like, that's the joke here. Like, it's photographers who is reading this and was like, damn, it's been times where I didn't get a break until like hour 8. Because sometimes you get started at 10 o'clock in the morning and the reception don't start to 6. And that's when you really get your meal, whatever. Now, us seasoned folks, we know when to break. Because we break.
Or you prepare yourself. Get something to eat before you get there. Bring you your own snack. Like, just do things. Like, hell, even at my part-time job, I work there no more than 6 hours. Sometimes I don't even take a break. Damn. But if you needed a break, bitch, just take one.
Not bitch. Instagram has changed the algorithm. I don't think nobody gives a fuck.
They always changing something. They just need to sit down. They need a whooping.
Well, you might as